Good morning, Northern Michigan, and welcome to Friday Faceoff here on Up North Sports Radio 101.1 WGRY. Jerry Coyne, Rich Calkins, and Gordon Miller joining us live in studio. Miller Lending.
Back from the dead.
Jeez. You don't look. You still look dead.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Jeez.
Actually, you look pretty good for
a corpse. Yeah.
Well, better than I would have looked last week, put it that way. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. That's fair enough. Speaking of coming back from the dead, will the Pistons come back from the dead?
Well, they sure better, let me tell you. After giving up that 9-point lead with under 3 minutes to go the other night, that was brutal. Just absolutely. Then getting into overtime and some real costly mistakes. A couple of them by our leader, Cade Cunningham, that getting his pocket picked in the backcourt there in the overtime and then not boxing out. Fundamental 101 basketball. You got to communicate with the guy across from you who's got the shooter, get in front of them so they can't get the rebound. And sure enough, they get it back and just kind of run it out then. And it's over, baby.
I didn't realize they missed Duncan Robinson this month. But, you have a 9-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go, and unfortunately I keep seeing this with Duke basketball, right? Every loss they had this year was like a 9-point lead with 2.5 minutes to go. And the thing that's just insane about it is that you can't call a timeout and run one set play to score in 150 seconds.
I know.
Just one basket, and they would have been able to hang on to that.
I know.
And, it's frustrating. But I'm still trying to figure out, rotation-wise, what is he doing?
I think he's still trying to figure it out.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre because you've got Paul Reed sitting for maybe 35 minutes, and then he'll play 13 straight, and he'll be totally dead tired by halfway through that stretch,
Sure.
And then he can't contribute anymore. But Jalen Duren's not contributing. Isaiah Stewart's really not contributing. But, they had that game won. Jerry and I were texting during the game. It wasn't a very comfortable feeling. You just kind of thought, because in the first half they should have been up probably 25 at the half. So I'd like to think that they could win tonight. Obviously, if they win tonight, then Game 7 at home they could take it.
Tonight.
But
I don't believe that for a minute. Look at
Cleveland. I was being polite.
Talent-wise, Cleveland is better at every position other than Cade Cunningham. That's just a fact. Yep. They got really lucky. With what's his name? Who's the center who's now playing really well? Played lousy.
Jared Allen or Mobley.
Yeah, Mobley.
Yeah.
Mobley is the NBA reigning Defensive Player of the Year. They just voted Wembanyama, and he averages 17 points a game. Now he disappeared like Duren did for the first 2 games of this series. Now he's playing like he should. Yeah. Now if Duren played like he should, then that's an even matchup.
Yeah.
But it's not happening, and that's why the Pistons are losing. It's pretty simple stuff. James Harden is now playing basketball like he can. They got lucky because he played like dog crap the first 2 games of the series. The Pistons shouldn't win this series. The only way they can win is by out-efforting Cleveland, and Duren is not bringing that energy. It's as simple as that. You need to speak up, by the way.
Okay.
Thank you.
The thing that's dumbfounding about it is that you have, Karis LeVert finally showed up. So I'm like, hey, great, Game 4, Karis LeVert. Yeah. He's doing everything. Game 5, when is Karis LeVert coming in the game?
Yeah.
This is the stuff that really confuses me. I don't know if this has anything to do with the reason why, he was let go by Cleveland before, but, Paul Reed was the only one providing any hustle or any kind of effort. And
coaches outsmart themselves.
It's all over the place.
When
paralysis by analysis.
Yeah, maybe I need to do something different to outsmart Kenny.
They're expecting me to do this. I'm going to do the other thing.
But there's nothing you can do about the fact that Jalen Duren is a no-show. I wonder if we're going to find out later that he's hurt.
Right.
Because he's not bringing any energy.
He looks heavy-legged out there.
100%.
He just doesn't look athletic as he did during the regular season.
He got shot blocked underneath the basket a number of times.
He's not getting up.
He's not.
He's not.
He really wasn't doing it against Orlando even.
Right.
I don't know if he completely hit the wall. he's been in the league, 4 years
Yes,
now?
it's for, yeah.
But it looks like, this is his first year and
Yeah.
he's hit that rookie wall.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
He's, what is he, 20, is he 22 yet?
years old.
So, yeah, because
22
he
now?
came in. He was the youngest player in the league
Maybe
when he
he's
came
got
in.
the hottest gal in town.
Well, he-
and just...
You know he broke.
Women weekend legs!
Well, I mean, maybe Angel Reese broke him. I mean,
At least she gets rebounds.
Well, she went crazy social media on him about
Oh,
3 weeks ago, right when the season was ending, about making him spend $600,000 a week on her to treat her right, and and then she's dating
$600,000.
That's what she claimed. Yes.
Is he making that?
Man, I mean, he's
making like-
that's the thing. He's coming up for an extension.
Oh,
That-
he's
a max-
You
a
can't.
max
You
idea.
cannot give him the max
Well, no,
deal.
you cannot.
cannot.
No.
Because
I-
that'll kill you getting another good player. You know.
Well, how about including him in a deal for Giannis? I mean, he's on. Giannis
No,
would be the
I
kind
do
of player
not-
they need
no
another
way. I
scorer.
do not want.
I am concerned about his injuries.
we need a scorer, though,
Those
obviously.
those
Yes,
Achilles
we need a
and
score. I don't know who it is. The free agent class is awful.
garbage. We got to
Yep.
trade.
Yeah. So is it Trey Murphy from the
Beasley.
Pelicans?
Bring back Malik Beasley.
Okay.
Well,
Prison.
Right.
Why do we get Chauncey
Hey,
Billups?
wait, well, let's not take
wait,
one.
he's in prison.
Yeah.
Well, no, Malik's not in prison. He's working out, trying. I think
Goes
he's
from
playing.
an
isn't he
orange
playing?
jumpsuit. Put on your uniform.
What the hell is Marcus Sasser
playing.
all of a sudden
Someone-
in the game for, and not
That's
Ron
what
Holland?
I love.
Yeah, no Ron Holland.
Keep Assur on the Monkey Man.
Yeah.
and put Holland on.
You can't say monkey anymore. But
No, I just
Howard
did.
Cosell.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
either-
didn't say.
no.
Look at that little monkey go.
Ron. Okay, yes, all right, yes. One of the
No,
most
but you
famous
put
quotes
our
of all
two
time.
best defenders on their guy. Donovan Mitchell is built like an NFL linebacker. That dude's muscular.
Well, so is Cade.
Yeah.
And Cade's actually playing pretty good defense. I'm so sick and tired of Harden flopping on.
Oh,
the
that
floor.
drives me
Jeez.
crazy.
Unbelievable.
You
God,
see him kick his legs out in his landing area. What? You need a 40-foot radius for his legs because he's kicking them out, landing in different spots.
They got to the point in the fourth quarter where
Drives me
they
crazy.
didn't even call it.
They didn't call it.
They didn't
once.
call it.
Yeah,
the
the-
one
right.
last
The
time he did it, 'cause
referees were done.
if the shot hadn't gone in, they would have called it.
Yeah.
He made the shot,
He
and it was it's the same reason why they didn't call the foul at the very end.
And,
you
yeah.
know.
That's what I meant,
Was
right.
that a shooting foul, by the way? If they called that foul, were the
I think
Pistons in
so
the bonus?
because of bonus, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
So-
doesn't mean Oster would have made either one of those two free
That's-
throws
that's-
because
that's a
we've
50-50
seen
chance,
we-
100%.
Right, we've seen him miss those before, but
And I
God.
understand a ref not calling that to put a kid on the line, in that situation.
Right,
I
right.
mean, if they had called it, the Cleveland fans would have been going absolutely insane. But it was a great play.
Oh, it was. He
I
made a
mean-
great defensive play.
Yeah,
because
and
we
then
put
recovers
ourselves.
his own block.
Yeah.
That
To strip it cleanly in the paint like that, that had foul
he played
potential foul written all over.
he played fantastic. I mean,
Javante Green was a DNP.
He was a no-show. Yeah,
Right,
did not
he
play.
didn't even play.
Yeah,
He didn't
yeah.
play.
He's a
Right, him and Holland didn't even play. They were both parts
DNP
of a
coach's
rotation.
decision.
after Holland has played pretty well.
They were in the rotation.
It's unbelievable.
They were the first guys
how
off the bench.
hit and miss this lineup is. Dennis Jenkins disappears for 2 games. Then he has a great game. Then he disappears.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the problem. And I think it's a little bit in JB's head. Like, I don't even have the time to figure out if somebody's going to show up or not.
Yeah.
Do I put Ron Holland in, lose 6 minutes of productivity? Some of these guys, their plus minus in each game are crazy. Dennis Jenkins in the 2 games in Cleveland, his plus minus were like minus 14 and minus 16. Do you know what that does to a basketball game?
Well, every time Cade came off the floor in Cleveland, they were like a minus 70.
That's not perfect. And Cade
It
is
was-
wearing down.
Oh, he is.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
late in the game, he's super tired and he loses focus just a bit. And that Struce, that rascal, man, he can steal the ball. He can hit threes. And he's just an agitator.
That's another lucky thing.
Yeah.
He missed all his shots in game 2.
Right.
Game 1, he had 21 points,
Yep.
and I texted both of you guys. Strus is the key to this thing. Then he doesn't do anything in Game 2 or Game 3. Now
Then
he's playing
showing
like
back
Superman
up again.
Yeah. Like he's playing so well. That's the guy I would go get.
Yeah, no kidding.
I just
I agree. I agree because he plays tough defense.
Yeah.
He drains the three. At times the Pistons put a lineup out there that just three guys that can't score. You can't give them the ball and they all sag off of them because they know they can't shoot from the outside.
No.
I mean, I loved it that Beef Stew hit a couple of threes. And
he's
but then he found the
it.
bench and didn't come back in.
You know what? I know Duran will
weird.
probably start,
But you got to have a short leash on him.
There was a picture in the Detroit News that from the game the other night that had Stewart and Duran sitting next to each other, and Stewart had ice bags wrapped around both of his knees, and Duran had one wrapped around one of his knees. I don't know if he's having knee problems or whatever.
I noticed he's wearing one of those sleeves on his right leg, I believe it is, or something.
This also might be a case where what Knicks fans were on Tom Thibodeau. The Pistons exert so much effort in the 82-game season to win 60 games and everything else that they could be worn down. There is something to say about load management, and it could be seriously rearing its ugly head. Maybe, like you said, Duran, it could just physically have hit the wall. They're playing every other night in high leverage energy games. I mean, you see these guys coming off the floor, and they're just whipped.
Yes.
Cade is, I'm surprised that they, I would be laying on the press table. Yeah. No. Yeah. Can I go to bed, please?
Well, you also had a collapsed lung, so you're feeling really well at this point. But the thing we're going to have to take out of this season is that it's been an amazing turnaround from a 16-win team to a 60-win team, and when you get to this level of playoffs, it shows Trajan Langdon what he's going to have to go out and do in the offseason.
The thing is, can they do it?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a horrible free agent class. You're going to have to make.
There's no low post offense.
Well, no, there is no low.
Nobody
post
can
offense.
create anything.
No, they whatever deal they could have made for Lauri Markkanen a year ago is what they should have done.
I was just going to mention him.
Yeah, but there were some other deals. Who was the kid from Chicago that went to the Timberwolves?
Was it Zubac?
No.
Or the other big guy, right? I'm blanking.
The black kid who's playing really well for the Timberwolves coming off the bench there. I don't think they should have gotten the Michael Porter Jr. I think that would have been a bad move. Because he, when he played for Denver, there's a reason why Denver didn't, traded him because he was completely inconsistent. That's just what we would need. Somebody that you can't count on. There's a couple. I've been trying to rack my brain, looking at the free agents and potential trades and everything else. It's not obvious. The couple of moves that they have to make are not obvious. But, J.B. Bickerstaff is not doing Langdon any favors by not playing Ron Holland in the playoffs.
For sure.
How do you move a guy? They're like, we'll give you Ron Holland. He's a great defensive. How do I know?
Exactly.
Play,
well, the coach didn't trust him.
I'm thinking there's a story behind. Maybe after the season ends, Shams Chanaria will go ahead and fill us in on how Ron Holland got into a fight with an assistant coach about a month ago.
You and I noticed a few weeks ago that when during a timeout, he's over there giggling and talking on the side.
Hugging
when
and being goofy.
Bickerstaff's got the group of five out there, and he's yucking it up with his butt. That's never a good look.
It's a little bit of a maturity issue, possibly, but a very young team.
Like I said about the load management, there's a reason why Bickerstaff got let go in Cleveland. He did the exact same thing to the Cavaliers. Turned them into a big, high-energy team that completely fell apart in the playoffs because they were tired. And good for him, gets the most out of the team in the regular season, but now here's the next step. And you've got to figure that out. And the Knicks, they just said, Thibodeau can't figure it out.
Right.
We've got to get it out of the coaching.
He won't change.
Yeah, it just, that's the way
and
it
you
goes.
see the adjustments they've made now within the playoffs. Now they're looking unstoppable.
Yeah, and I don't want to lose to Cleveland because I hate James Harden with a white hot passion. But they're not beating the Knicks. Okay? the Cleveland Knicks series should actually be a pretty good series to watch. The Pistons Knicks series is not going to look like last year's Pistons Knicks series.
Right.
It's just not. And
it won't look anything like how we beat them in the regular season because they're a different team now.
They're a different team, and they have a week and a half off. They might look a little rusty in game one. But, if the Pistons win this game tonight, I will be shocked. Cade's going to have to go for 39 and not turn the ball over.
Yep.
And somebody, Jenkins and LeVert, you're going to have to get some scoring from some weird spaces.
Well, he went from starting LeVert, who did well, and LeVert, by the way, in Game 4, if you noticed, was like on a personal mission to shut down Mitchell in that half.
Yeah.
He was on him like we've gone at this in practice about 500 times.
Yeah.
And by the way, I heard what you said about me after I left town.
Yeah.
I'm
He'll probably have a big game tonight in
stuck
Cleveland
on you.
again,
Probably, yes.
Somebody said on the air, well, of course he plays better in Cleveland. He knows the gym better.
Yeah, exactly. He hadn't gotten a whole lot of minutes at the Palace, has he?
No, he has not. And, like I said, some of this may be JB's own fault. Some of it is the fact that you just don't know. Like the bad boy Pistons had some instances, like when Sally and Rodman were on the floor at the same time. You had the microwave in there, right?
Yes.
So they had some scoring, but the whole team, even Cade is inconsistent. This is not a team that you can count on. Here comes Vinny. We know he's getting 25 points. I mean, they just don't have that.
Yeah, and if you look at this stage of the game and you compare starting lineups and scoring abilities, and
I told you,
it's not even close. I mean, they're not ready yet. And that's why I allude back to the point I made earlier. We've got to just take this season as a great step forward. But
I would agree.
If something like this happened again next year with the crazy rotations and losing in the playoffs, then he'll be gone. It'll be the Doug Collins switch to Larry Brown type of situation. Let's get someone else to take us over the top.
Yeah, I'll take LB right now. LB will figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm sure Larry would love to work with Cade. I don't know if Cade would like to work with Larry.
Right.
I've been there, and I've seen what he's done to point guards, and it is relentless. Everybody else on the team loves him, but ask Chauncey Billups if you get him off a microphone about how much he liked Larry Brown.
Larry's still kicking. Larry's still kicking.
The coach is not doing great.
Well, we're gonna have to get Mike Malone away from the Tar Heels, and we'll bring Mike Malone, the NBA champion, with the Nuggets back.
You got Walton sitting on the bench there.
Yeah,
kind of convenient, sort of a coach in waiting, but
maybe. He had a pretty interesting NBA head coaching career so far, and I don't know what he does for JB. I don't see them huddling up, chatting very much. I don't know the inner workings of that at all, but.
They have so many coaches on them now. They're back in the second row. Even
there's a coach for every player on the team.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Their own personal coach. That's wild.
It's just
wild.
I will say the one thing that was very interesting was, because I have a hard time watching these games because the NBA,
I do. Yeah.
The NBA officiating is ridiculous.
Haphazard at best.
And the whole Cavs team flops. It's not just Harden. It's just all the flopping. And this goes back to watching
it
seven.
Almost always gets rewarded. And it drives you crazy.
It's like when you watch a 7-footer take a charge on a 6'1" guard. I just can't. It ought to be outlawed.
Well, the thing is this. They allow so much physical play inside the paint. It's nuts. I love it.
Yeah.
Because this was all a touch foul league 3 years ago.
Yes.
Like LeBron James fouls out 4 guys before the half.
Yeah.
The Piston Knicks series last year changed everything.
As soon as you get out of the paint, as soon as a guard gets even anybody close to him, boom, he goes down, and boom, you get the foul.
And the foul, you were in his landing space. Oh, come on. And I agree with the call of if you're truly putting your feet down where a guy's coming down. Yeah, easy. Absolutely. Yeah, that should be called. But these guys know they're not out. Most of them aren't out to hurt other teams.
Well, especially James Harden, like he hit some jump shots in last night's game, but His jump shooting has been questionable to say the least.
Yeah.
But he knows he's going to the line.
Yeah.
where
of
he
course.
doesn't miss. But
I mean, you see the last 3 games, the discrepancy in foul shots. It's an all-time
I thought
record.
it would have changed in Detroit.
I did. Yeah,
I did too.
I did too.
We didn't get a lot of the homer calls I was kind of expecting.
I don't think, but Cleveland is not nearly as physical as Detroit is. It's just they're not.
Yeah.
We're just missing a hell of a lot of open shots that they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody brought that up when I was listening on the radio about we've got to stop help defense so much. We're good enough to guard one-on-one. Cade can guard his player one-on-one. Obviously, Asor can. Most of the guys can guard their player one-on-one.
Ron Holland.
Stop.
Yep.
Stop.
It's
over
pursuing.
Guy to help on a play that you're not getting there in time to help anyways. So I mean that is key.
It is.
I was going to text to you when we were texting, and this is going to sound completely egotistical, but usually coaches knew what they were getting with me. Okay, Jerry's going to shut this guy down. Okay, he's just ripping us to shreds. So Coyne's going to get him off his game. But every once in a while, I would be sitting at the bench, looking at the coach, waiting to go in because some guy's ripping us a new butthole, and I'm like, I'm ready.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
And you don't get off the bench, or you get off the bench too late to make a change, and it just so that's maybe Holland has gotten sick of looking down at the coach. Like, am I going in? What are we doing here?
No, it's been wild. But Game 3, as I was going to say earlier, was I'm listening to George Blaha and Rick Mahorn.
That's
and
much better than listening to.
I can't listen to the national TV right now. It's almost like rooting
Grant
for.
Hill is horrible.
It's like rooting for Cleveland, but
I don't know if he's afraid to overstep because usually they have a second color
He's
guy
the most
too,
vanilla.
he's
being a former Piston,
I don't even think he's once mentioned the fact that he's a former Piston.
Oh, I know.
Oh, and the teal horse. That was the
that.
era. I had that jersey. I had that teal jersey of Grant Hill, number 33. But they were. I mean, Blaha was going to stroke out. He's like, that's a foul. They're grabbing us every shot in the lane. They're grabbing. They're bumping. They're hitting us. Oh. Okay, there's another foul call, and then he starts calling out the refs. And he's right behind.
Right.
He's right at center court. I'm waiting for him to be loud enough to get teed up.
Right.
But it was, they were just going nuts. And it's like, well, it's not like Mahorn didn't play physical and know what a foul is.
That's exactly right.
But, just be consistent. I can understand
we will not have Blaha on the radio today because the Tigers are playing the Blue Jays at home. So
I'm going to that game to avoid watching the Piston game.
There you words of wisdom from Gordon Miller Lending. We've got some messages from our very fine partners, and we'll come back with the Rich Calkins' favorite day of the year, Lions schedule release.
Ah, yes.
Yes. The release.
The release.
What a weak home schedule. Oh, God.
Well, we should win them all.
But yeah, good schedule overall for W.
If you like seeing wins at Ford Field, it's a good schedule. Back after these on Up North Sports Radio's Friday Faceoff, brought to us by TVCAirport.com. Welcome back to Friday Faceoff here on Up North Sports Radio. It's time for Destination MLB. Autumn McLaren from TVC Airport stepping in for Kevin Klein. Good morning, Autumn. How are you? Oh, geez. I got to point that back up. Sorry about that, Autumn. Thanks for stepping in for Kevin.
Yes. Happy to be here on this Friday.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit better weather, but if you want to change your weather perspective, just head to tvcairport.com.
Hey, we can take you anywhere with lots of sunshine. Just put a dot on the map, and we can get you there.
I know we were talking beforehand because you had to let me know that Kevin, we'd much rather have you anyways, the truth be told.
Thank you. I hope he's hearing this.
You could jump on a flight to Cleveland and see the Piston game tonight.
You can. You can get one that leaves TVC in about an hour and a half, and just for $349 round trip. Can you believe that?
No, I can't. If I wasn't so busy, if I didn't have a granddaughter dance recital, I'd do it.
Oh, that dance recital is going to be worth it.
I don't know about that. We'll talk about that some other time. So the Tigers' schedule, where have you got us going and for how much?
Yeah, so we got some great prices that we're seeing on round-trip airfare if you would like to see the Tigers. Next up, they're on the road. They're home for a bit here, but then their next road trip is against the Baltimore Orioles. So that is May 22nd. They're there in Baltimore May 22nd through the 24th. American is the most affordable at $414 round trip.
Yeah, just remember that's, you've got a couple of airport options. Since Baltimore is also D.C., Dulles, a few options there, and of course it's the nation's capital.
It is, and then a lot of great celebrations for the 250th happening out there on the East Coast. So you could hit up one of those celebrations while you're out there catching the Tigers as well. And then if you want to head to Chicago, they are playing the Chicago White Sox later on in the month, right after the weekend after Memorial Day, and that United flight is United and American can both get you there, of course, but United is about $284 round trip right now, so not too bad this short out.
Now is about the time that TVC Airport gets a lot of their nonstops restarted, like to Houston, Dallas, Denver.
Yeah, we're so excited about that, and they're starting earlier this year, so that's amazing. We can get you to Houston nearly a month, actually more than a month earlier than we could last year. Our DC nonstop flights are starting later this month as well. And then Boston starts up this month, so we are thrilled to welcome back those seasonal nonstop flights.
Yeah, it's just a testament to all the hard work that everyone at the airport has done in getting more and more people to fly in and out so conveniently from TVC Airport. Any other destination that you're excited about, or you said you were out? Are you playing golf today?
I'm at Boyne. I'm here for the Economic Alliance.
Oh, right.
All kinds of great stuff about all the wonderful things happening in northern Michigan. And I'm sitting here at this conference, and I'm just like, wow, I cannot believe we live here, right?
and the airport is such a hub for the growth and the visitors.
Yeah, we're so excited to be a part of that, and it is because of what our community partners are doing and the great things that are being highlighted here at the Economic Alliance, and the airport is just so thankful to be a part of all that.
There's a reason why we're building another terminal, right?
Yeah, exactly, and definitely proof for that here today.
Yeah. Thank you, Autumn McLaren. What's the website for people to find out where all the great destinations we can get to?
Yeah, head over to tvcairport.com.
Thank you, Autumn. Enjoy your conference.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yep, bye-bye. All right, there you go. The lovely Autumn McLaren.
Where'd we go? Fine job, Autumn. Fine job.
Where do we go?
Where are we going?
Go wherever you like to go.
I'm not going to Cleveland.
Okay.
I have no offense.
Yeah,
no offense, but
how they got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It's because Coleman Young didn't want it.
Is serious? That was the real thing?
That was a real thing.
Oh, my gosh.
He didn't want what?
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
He didn't want the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No, they didn't. He's like, the paperwork that they needed to file, he's like, yeah, we don't need to do that. That's the truth.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
I'm not filling out no paperwork.
I need another bowl of chili.
And I will consult with you on the chili, and you will pay my consulting company.
That's right, my consulting fee.
Yeah.
I don't want to even get into that.
Yeah.
But speaking of Cleveland, very quickly before we get, did you pull up the schedule yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So Major League is one of the all-time great sports movies, right?
Charlie Sheen, man.
Charlie Sheen, man, could really pitch. He
just
pitched
a
in the
bit outside.
He pitched in the minor leagues. But the song
Bob-
in the
and Bob
very
Uecker.
beginning is a song written by Randy Newman.
Right.
And it's City of Magic, City of Dreams. It's all completely the most cynical song in the world. and they're and he's singing this song about Cleveland down by the river to the sea. And the camera is showing like smelting plants.
It's not just Gary, Indiana, and Toledo.
Right, that's right.
No, it's just a bigger version.
We've got it covered. Oh my. Yeah, it's not a destination. Not going. But hey, the Guardians are going to run away with it again, and
Are they?
maybe this time
Maybe
we'll be 15 back and make
we
a
can
run.
keep the Tigers conversation. I'm more encouraged about the Tigers than I am about the Pistons. I think the Tigers are going to be fine. It's a long season. We're going to get
a
all
lot
these
of
guys
pitching
back.
back. A lot of pitching.
And the pitching that, look at Montero and Valdez. Valdez, they both pitched great the last 2 days. Valdez can be a little twitchy. I think he's really emotional. He's like
He
reminds me of Scherzer before Scherzer because something would happen to Scherzer and he'd just spin off the mound.
He kind of lose it mentally.
And
Like Flaherty.
Yeah, Flaherty's a little bit like the
Every pitch.
every other pitch.
He drives me nuts. He's always the opposing broadcast. I like to listen to the opposing.
Yeah.
They were just talking about how Flaherty. I think it was Ron Darling for the Mets, and he was just talking about how
I love Ron Darling. He does a great job.
Yeah, he's very much off the cuff, and he's just like, this guy is. Just look at him. He's talking to himself. Everything is just. It's not talking like in a bird way.
Yeah,
it's
it wasn't
like
the Mark Fidrich way. It was
right, and the whole flipping of the ball, like he's Karinchak, the old Cleveland reliever that fell apart and
talk about a washed-up jock.
Oh my God, it's just Melton's throwing well, so he'll be back soon. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to get out of JV, but
I believe
it's the bats.
In my heart, with all the money they dump in there, they will go ahead and get a hitter at the trade before the trade deadline.
Max Clark.
Max Clark is not the answer.
Ewing was the answer.
The answer is, and it's not going to happen, is Juan Soto. We need somebody in this lineup that hits 350 all the time. We need Miguel Cabrera in his prime is what we need.
You mean Torque's 197's not getting it done?
No.
Oh, my gosh.
Riley Green is
he is crushing it, man, right now.
He is a baseball player.
He is.
He made adjustments in his swing.
Yes.
It's not the uppercut like it was. Not
Torkelson puts himself in 2 strike counts every at-bat. Yeah. Every at-bat, so he's defensive. He just doesn't look comfortable in the box.
Name, but he's not going to Torkelson's not going to the Hall of Fame. Wayne Boggs was always in 2 strike counts. Always. He never.
But good luck getting the third one by him.
Never swung at the first pitch. I don't care what it is.
Right.
I don't care.
I got
if
at
it's
least
a
see
78
one.
mile-an-hour fastball down the middle. I'm not swinging.
That's when I coached at high school, that's not the way that I coached the hitters at all. Because based on the setup of the previous couple of hitters,
Boggs either.
Yeah,
but the previous
that kind of bat control.
The previous hitters are telling you what's coming. The way that they and when the announcers, the whole crowd, everybody knows it's going to be a dead red fastball belt high.
Yeah.
Torque will take it.
I know. He'll let the best pitch go by every
and then
time.
He'll swing at a slider low and away.
Yep, I'll swing at that.
There's only 2 guys that I remember not swinging at the first pitch religiously. The other one was Rusty Staub, but he had
Legrand Orange. Yes.
You never brought him in as a base stealer,
no.
but he can hit.
Him and Gates Brown.
Yeah. Oh, the Gator.
Willie Horton might have had 3 stolen bases his entire career.
Well, Gates is big. Claim to fame was sliding into third with a hot dog in his jersey, right? Getting mustard and ketchup all over himself.
They said to the natural, how come you didn't slide into second base there? Robert Duvall asked. He goes, I had a cigar in my back pocket.
Right.
A 5-cent Cheeriot.
Right.
That I think there's a lot of that going on right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm really not that worried about the Tigers. I think they're going to. Like you said, the pitching's going to come back. Some of the other hitters are going to be coming back relatively soon as well. But we need a bat. There's no doubt about it. It's not in the minor league. Gage Workman.
Yeah, look what he's doing.
He's got 2 home runs.
Gage got his shot.
He was a college teammate of Torkelson at Arizona State.
Same draft.
It's same draft, right?
And they actually flipped them because in college. It was a first and a third base thing. Yeah. And then they picked him and they flipped each of them, and Torque was a horrible third baseman. It didn't work out.
He did. He
was. Well, he's got a
third base is not easy to play.
The hot corner.
Yeah.
It's a hot corner for a reason.
Yeah.
And you got to have a gun.
Yeah.
And McGonigal's got a gun.
Yeah,
he does for a little guy.
And McKinstry's got a gun.
He's made some plays this last week.
Interesting third basemen, like Aurelio Rodriguez had.
He was my favorite.
He had a gun.
That guy had.
Would.
Oh my gosh.
He would hold on to the ball.
It's just right. He's like, he's a step away. I better get rid of it. Boom! And the cannon fires. You're like, holy cow!
That was the Denny McLain trade, I believe.
It was.
That was
one of the great Tiger trades.
Eddie Brinkman.
Didn't he come from Washington or something like that?
And Joe Coleman. And Coleman.
Yeah, I mean,
the next year.
Think of that. Aurelio, Eddie Brinkman, and who'd you just say?
Joe.
And Joe Coleman to get those 3 players.
And then Denny went and did nothing.
Yeah.
Well, his arm fell off.
Right.
Yeah, he did. He pitched a couple of innings.
His arm fell off.
Yes, I told you I talked to him the one time about the number of cortisone shots per season. Yeah. That's impossible today. It would never have been attempted.
It would never happen.
No doctor. Nobody would have allowed that.
That was the 72 Tigers. That was the last. Freehand was still on that team. Mickey Stanley, the last vestiges of the
Norm Cash,
68 team.
Cash, everybody.
Billy Martin, a drunken Billy Martin managing that team. Freehand used to tell stories all the time. Like he would go every day to Reedy's down the street from Michigan Avenue and get lambasted by Billy Reedy, who was supposedly killed Billy Martin. That's not what happened, but. And then get into the locker room like 40 minutes before the game, drunk off his ass, and scream at all the players that they were horrible. You couldn't carry my jock! Mickey Mantle, this, and the Tigers just went out and played in spite of him. And, Coleman, you better give me 9 innings.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
John Hiller. That was it. They had one reliever.
That's right.
If Mayo Smith could do it, then
Mayo was a drinker too.
A lot of them were. Yeah.
What else you gonna do?
But not quite as demonstrative as
No, he was
Billy.
a quiet drunk.
Yeah. See why?
Can you imagine like Babe Ruth today, trying to do what Babe Ruth did then, and he'd be suspended for everything.
No,
everything.
He wouldn't. Do you think? Do you think he'd be a cocaine guy too? They had cocaine back in the 20s.
Geez, he sure didn't use it. He ate very, very well. He might have been a marijuana user, maybe, but
I don't. How many meals did Babe Ruth actually have to pay for?
I would.
I guarantee you,
very few.
I guarantee you, he didn't pick up very many tabs.
Probably about the same as the
That's
women.
another thing that Martin used to talk about. When he and Mickey would go into, they were comped everywhere in New York.
Yeah,
and what he didn't understand was it was Mickey that they were comping.
He understood it. Trust me.
It was just. It's like I'm just the second baseman. Don't worry about me. I don't really hit that well, but hey, it's I mean, baseball's always good.
This is a radio program. We have to
what do you got? you got.
We're going to take a break here. We'll be back to talk about the Lions' schedule and big burning hockey news.
Uh-oh.
There's none.
Yeah.
Back after these on Up North Sports Radio's Friday Faceoff, brought to us by TVCAirport.com. Welcome back to Friday Faceoff here on Up North Sports Radio, 101.1 WGRY, brought to us by TVC Airport. Rich Calkins, Jerry Coyne, and Gordon Miller. He's ready to rewrite your mortgage, folks. Give him a call. What's that number?
877-9, no cost.
877-9, no cost. Thank you, Gord.
Yeah, sorry. I was right.
I don't have any money on me.
You caught me off guard.
Rich, the Lions, as the schedule is been released and currently constructed, I think 16-1.
When is the Packers game? Do they still have that one?
They're still, the first
They're in
one.
October
in Detroit, but the last one is in Green Bay again.
Do they have a date on that game?
In
January 10th.
Yeah.
But we come off of playing at Soldier Field in Chicago the week before.
Back-to-back
we got
again.
two really cool. We're ending the season at outdoors, and
that's going to be other than that, the Lions' schedule is very manageable. I'm not going to say easy because you never know.
Right.
One or two of these teams is going to end up being better than you think. That's just going to happen.
I think right out of the gates, the New Orleans game is going to be better than people think because they actually, that Tyler Shuck dude, that they like him in New Orleans, and they play better defense. So the Lions are going to win that. But again, don't think that it's just going to be a cakewalk.
The first game at home, they better win that game. But then they're going to be the team that opens up the new Bill Stadium.
Just 4 days later.
I don't really like our chances in that game.
It's an Amazon game, a quick turnaround Thursday night game. Again, like you said, their new stadium.
Buffalo had a rough season, so it'll still be interesting to see. I wouldn't just write that as a loss at this stage.
But then we get New York Jets back.
I had Baltimore written as a loss this last season.
Yeah, we did, but we lost 2 games before that to teams that we did.
That was a must-win.
We did this this exercise last year, and I wish we'd have written down our answers because I think we were wrong on most of them.
I call that
they do the opposite.
That opening game against Green Bay, I would call that the John Morton game because that was the most horrible game plan we had ever seen a Detroit Lion team put out there. They couldn't move the ball past midfield.
We're coming off a bye in that Green Bay game.
All right, so I'm going to write them down.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
New Orleans opening up. We're winning.
The key's going to be the division. They got to do better in the division.
Anybody have the Lions losing the first game?
No.
Okay.
No, we do not.
So, does anybody have the Lions beating the Bills?
I could see it.
Yeah.
Are you going on record as a win?
Let's do it.
All right.
Somebody's got to do it.
I think it's an L.
Rich and I got lost there.
Well, I'm going to be behind you guys. I got to take a
Aaron
chance.
Glenn returning to Ford Field.
That's a win.
That's a win.
Who's their quarterback?
What's his name? Gino.
Oh, God.
Gino's
Gino.
Pizza.
No.
Between Gino and Fields and Russell Wilson, this has been the worst musical chairs of quarterbacks.
The Carolina Panthers in Carolina.
That's a win.
That'll be a fun game, though.
It will be.
I don't know. Is Bryce Young going to be playing quarterback?
Yeah.
The Cardinals,
they were a playoff team.
The Cardinals probably should be the worst team in the league this year, don't you think?
I'm gonna put the Carolina game down as a loss because the last time they played at Carolina, they lost by like 50.
Okay.
Carolina's got a good defense.
At Arizona, week 5, I think that's a win.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep, I'm good.
We got to buy.
The Packers coming to Detroit. They're going to win that.
That's
game.
A win.
Yeah. Then the Vikings coming to Detroit. That's a win.
That's a win.
Who's playing quarterback at that time?
This is going to be
former Arizona quarterback.
Well, the thing is that
that's the fun thing is I want to watch. I can say it right on radio. The shit show that's going to go on. Okay. All right. Shit show.
Don't say it 4 times in a row, please.
Okay.
All right. If you say shit show one more time, I'm going to be in a shit show.
All right. Well, then it won't be a shit show. But when you look at JJ, who is a winner, he didn't put up stats, but they still won games. And you bring in Kyler Murray, it's just say that you're going to get rid of JJ. That's all. Because
they're not going to get rid of JJ. You know what? We've got to head to a break real quick. We'll be back. We're halfway through the line.
Sam Darnold, Part 2. You let him go?
No, you can't let a rookie quarterback go when he's on his rookie deal. You just can't do that.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett.
You can't. It worked out for the Steelers, right? I think J.J. McCarthy is probably a better quarterback than Kenny Pickett.
And Will Levis.
I'd be willing to guess.
Yeah,
Back after these on Bleep Show Radio.
Yes, right. That's going to be the
by TVCAirport.com.
We have a new name of the Friday morning show.
Welcome back to Friday Faceoff here on Up North Sports Radio. Jerry Coyne on the phone with Lindsay Southwell. We're going to hang out at Shanty Creek for a minute. Lindsay, good to finally talk to you. I know you've been on the mowers getting the greens ready. Lindsay, are you there?
Yes.
Yes. Out on the tractor.
They only entrust me with the sand traps, Jerry.
That's funny. Yeah, we finally got some weather for golf, and so all the courses are in fantastic shape. I mean, I was out there last week, and it's in really green.
Yeah, all that rain we got early season has just been fantastic for conditions on the course. I mean, you wouldn't believe that it's early season conditions when you're on them.
No. And we got the big Memorial Day holiday. Weather looks like it's going to be super good, so you've got a deal that is almost too good to be true.
Well, it almost is, but it is true.
It is true.
It's our 90 holes for $90 promotion. So you can play all 90 of our holes here at Shanty Creek for only $90 when you stay here at the resort. And we've gotten a lot of feedback from people. Oh, but you charge so much for the room.
No, you don't.
La la la. And we aren't.
No,
we aren't. It's not like a bait and switch thing. It's really a great deal. For us here in Northern Michigan, Memorial Day weekend is typically a lake holiday. I don't know if it will be this year. But generally it is, and so people are out on the lakes and not on the courses. And so it's a perfect 3-day weekend because you need 3 days
to play the 5 courses. Absolutely.
90 holes.
Yeah, 100%. At $160 a night, room rates are starting. Come on, folks. Try getting a hotel room for under $100 anywhere. I mean,
right.
Plus
the golf for 90. I mean, you're paying less for 90 holes of golf than you are for one 18-hole round of golf.
Yeah, it's. I don't know how you do it, to be honest with you.
It's a fantastic
Yeah,
deal.
but even though the golf rates are so affordable, anyways, if you're just going to go one day during Memorial Day weekend and pick out the course that you want to play, it's depending on what course, it's between $50 and $80. So
right,
Yep.
right, very affordable this time of year.
Yep.
So come on out and see us. The greens are fantastic. Everything's green, and now we got that cold weather behind us, so it's even better.
Yeah, and if you want to see people play the golf course the way they should be played, then you can go to the 109th Michigan Open starting on June 8th. I played in in one of the practice rounds with a couple of Michigan pros, and I almost gave up the game. I will never do that again. But you can come out and see all the great players from the state of Michigan, and there's no charge for that, right, Lindsay? Spectating is free.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. The best of the best on what I think is one of the best courses in the North. And, you can come and watch them. You can walk around with a player you want to follow,
Yeah.
or you can just, sit tight and watch everyone come on that 18th hole, that perfect finishing hole there at Cedar Rivers. So it's a fantastic time. It's a fantastic field of players. And
that 18th hole is the toughest hole on the golf course. Fantastic finishing hole, and you can sit in the river house, have some of that great barbecue, have a beer, and hang out for a while and watch, like you said, all the best in the world, or at least in the state, play for no charge at all.
Absolutely. So that's a great day of golf too.
Yeah, Lindsay Southwell, what is the website?
ShantyCreek.com.
Thank you, dear. Good to talk to you again. We'll be in touch soon.
Thank you.
All right. Speaking of golf, we have the My Golf Show coming up Saturday and Sunday. It's PGA week. They're playing at Aronimink.
Scotty Scheffler 3 over in his first 6
today. 3 over today.
So yes,
okay,
through 6 holes.
I'm glad I didn't bet him.
I did.
He's the first guy that went in the league. So.
I did. Thanks, Rich.
Rich is not playing. Let's just be
it was a 7-way tie for the leaderboard. I thought I was good.
Let's shoot the messenger, Gordon.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Scheffler ever going to win a tournament again?
What a bleep show.
Jeez.
He'll win
I can't
another
golf.
tournament. Yeah,
Terrible.
He's starting to fire him.
Give it up.
All right, so
overrated.
We've got the Lions on a major winning streak, and who do they play after the Vikings?
You have them on a
they do play a lot of lousy teams. I mean, how good are the Dolphins?
Speaking of lousy, Miami,
the Dolphins should be the worst team in the league.
They should be. Yeah, that should be a win.
Yeah,
they're trying,
and it's at home.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank God.
Do you like the Dolphins' chances in that game, Gordo? Am I putting down a loss for the Lions there?
Not that one.
Okay. Now that when you say that's at Miami, that's at Hard Rock Stadium.
Then the Patriots. Well, Mike
Vrabel will be the coach. That's what the
Will he not come back from Munich? Hey, honey, Diana, we've got a free trip to Munich.
You're staying over there.
Good grief.
I think the Lions. You got to put some losses in this. The Lions are going to. I've got them down losing in Germany.
I don't know what the Patriots are going to be this year. I mean, they and Chicago. Those two were the extreme beneficiaries of a weak schedule.
Win or loss?
That's a loss.
I'm going to go win.
Okay,
they have to win. If they ever want to,
the Buccaneers comes down. Here's another team that's
kind
of hard to figure out. What are they going to be like?
Very much.
We always play the Lions super tough, though.
They do, but it is at home. I think that's going to be a win.
It's the week before the Bears game at Thanksgiving. I think it's another loss for the Lions.
I'll take it as a win. I was at
at
home. The Tampa game last year, Baker was
Bears at Thanksgiving. They're going to win. They'll win that game.
I'm going to. Well, it's the Bears, but it's Thanksgiving.
I understand that they're lousy on Thanksgiving, and Johnson is, lost to him both times. It's going to be a tough game. I've got it as a win.
I'm going to take it as a win because I don't think Ben Johnson's ever going to beat us.
Like Rich says, Rich has got him at 16.
Well, no, I got him losing it.
Then they've got the
Minnesota
at Atlanta.
The Falcons.
Tua.
Yeah, I've got a win there.
Yes.
What say you, Gordo Miller?
I want to go to that game. I'm going to handle that game. I will take that as a win. It better be a win.
All right.
At home against Tennessee.
That's a win.
That's a win.
That's a big revenge game for Tennessee for getting blown out last year. And
we did,
Did we play them last year?
Yeah, we kind of laid it on them.
We put up 50 by the second quarter.
I don't think they were happy.
At Minnesota, I've got a loss there.
That could be a loss.
Close loss.
Okay.
Then the Giants.
That should be a really good game.
Improved.
We'll see who's going to be playing quarterback at that time. Well,
there's not enough blue tents.
Yeah.
Jameis?
Maybe.
Could be.
But
we've got Kafka.
We got the Giants to Detroit, but who knows what's going to be happening on the injury front. We'll take the Lions at home. It's their last home game of the year.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, Giants may not have a running back.
And then I do have them losing the last 2 games of the year.
Yeah,
at Chicago, at Green Bay.
At Chicago, at Green Bay. Is it you got a win for either of those, Ford?
I think they'll split it. I just don't know which way the split is going to go. I don't think Chicago's going to beat us.
I think they'll lose at Chicago, win at Green Bay.
Okay,
that's my take.
All right, so Rich has got them at. Rich has got a 4-loss Lions team.
Okay,
yeah. So 13-4.
Yeah.
JC's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses. So I've got him at 11-6.
Okay.
And 13-4. And Miller's got 1 loss, 2 losses, 3 losses.
Oh, you got the most optimistic. 14-3.
14-3. You going to bet that now?
No,
the Lions over under.
There's got to be another loss there somewhere.
Just 1, 2, 3. That's all I've got for you. And you've got them losing to who's the 4th game of the year, Rich?
Panthers.
Yeah. So okay.
They'll start off 2-2 again, right?
14-3 for Gordon Miller. Book it.
I just the O-line. I'm going to be focused on the offensive line this year. If the O-line can play like 2 years ago, they're going to. They could easily.
If they can run the football on 3rd and 6 and pick up first downs like they used to,
yes,
that makes this Lions team so dangerous.
And by the way, Pacheco's going to be a wild card because that guy runs hard.
He runs super hard.
It's not a big step off.
Who's our offensive coordinator?
Which one? There's 2 of them, Kafka and Petzig.
Petzig is our
Petzig, the guy from Arizona.
Yeah,
that came.
Right.
Yeah, Petzig.
And Kafka came in as like an associate
understudy
coordinator.
Yeah, I like Petzing. Actually, I think he'll be a good fit with this line.
Did they get rid of the head coach from Stanford, who was our
I love that guy.
David Shaw.
David Shaw.
Is he still on the staff?
I can't. You know what? I can't remember what he did, but I really liked him. I thought I had heard he went somewhere else to do. He got a.
And I wonder if Tanner Engstrand got a job yet.
Who?
Tanner Engstrand.
Who became the old coordinator at
for the Jets.
Jets.
And was supposedly
early on, people were that guy should have been the Lions.
That's the real Ben Johnson. Yeah. Ben didn't do anything. It was Tanner.
Yeah.
We're waiting for Tanner. He's unemployed right now. He's hanging out with Connor.
Pass game coordinator. That was David Shaw's role last year. That's Kafka.
Okay.
We still have Hank Fraley.
Good.
Mark Brunell still coaching the quarterbacks.
Okay.
Tashard Choice is our running back coach this year.
Georgia Tech.
Obviously,
I remember him.
Obviously a good choice.
Tight ends coach Steve Oliver. Never heard of him.
So Scotty Montgomery.
Pass game. Oh, is David Shaw still on the?
Good. Okay. Good.
Pass game specialist, as opposed to your
the
pass game coordinator.
Right. He's a specialist.
Is Scotty Montgomery still on the?
Scotty Montgomery is the assistant head coach.
Oh, all right, because he was the running backs guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They bumped him up to bring in, the very famous Tashard Choice.
Right.
They're trying to get.
He's a good choice.
He is a very good choice.
They're looking for
excellent choice.
Compensation picks. That's what they want.
I don't like that call.
Yeah.
Not a very good call. Bruce Gradzowski. Why do I know that name?
Tampa Bay
sounds like an old tight end.
So
backup QB for Tampa.
Guess who is an assistant coach for the Detroit Lions?
Who is that?
Dan Skipper.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
The new assistants. What do you call it?
He's in charge.
Grad assist.
Yeah.
Well, he's a grad assist along with Marquise Tuiasiopo.
Well, Skipper's main responsibility is to make sure that the tackles report eligible.
Right, exactly. Get that, yeah.
He is the
rub the front of your jersey and make sure the
reporting
ref
eligible
sees you.
game coordinator.
Quality control coach is Justin Mesa.
Don't know.
Jim O'Neill is the safeties and assistant defensive head coach. The pass game coordinator on the defensive side of the ball is Deshae Townsend. Run game coordinator for defense is Casey Rogers. And Sean Dion Hamilton is our linebackers coach.
Wow.
Support staff includes David Corrado, who's the outside linebackers assistant, defensive assistant Caleb Collins, August Mangan, and minority coaching assistant Drew Thompson. I don't even know. This is almost like the NBA. We've got a coach for every player. And, of course, I don't know who the head strength conditioning coach is, Josh Schuler. And there's another 9 guys working in the strength department.
And they're not doing a great job because
how did I not get a job?
Everybody gets hurt. Everybody's getting hurt.
Turn in your resume.
Everybody on the strength and conditioning team needs to be fired.
Change the turf.
All right, gentlemen. Does anybody have any love for the Pistons tonight?
I'm not watching.
You'll be at the ball game.
I'll be at the Tigers game.
Yeah, in the bar. Looking out the window with one eye on
the screen.
The screen.
Yes, anywhere but at home, listening and watching, because it could get bad.
Who's pitching for the Tigers tonight?
It could get bad early. Ty Madden.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But I mean, the thing that I guess we'll learn a lot about the team, because when you look at this path to get where we are right now, I could see them losing by 25.
I could see a blowout tonight.
Yeah.
But it'll be super interesting, because I believe this to my core that JB will have the quickest hook you've ever seen. Whoever comes in, if they don't deliver within the first 3 minutes, they're coming back out.
Right.
And he is, so he'll be like the captain of the Titanic. What deck chairs are going to keep us from sinking?
Right. Just mix it up. Ron Holland starting with Javonte Green and Sasser.
That's the one thing I'm pretty sure you will see the same starting lineup we've had. Does it make, how much of a difference will it make if Duncan is in there?
I was just going to ask, has he been ruled anything yet?
I haven't.
He's still questionable, is what I read.
They need him.
The one thing is, if your back is bad, it's really hard to shoot 3
It might
pointers.
affect your shot.
Yeah, it might.
Just see Denny's doctor.
Oh, cortisone.
Cortisone. That'll get you through 2 hours. Usually.
In the back?
Yeah.
I've had plenty of cortisone shots in the back. You don't feel great right after.
But you're not a professional athlete.
You're right. I'm not.
See,
Thank you.
He can do it.
Captain Obvious, Gordon Miller. What's the phone number again, Gordo?
I forget.
Okay, there you go. You owe me $2 now. All right, we're gonna. So Tiger baseball here tonight at 6:40.
6:45.
It says 6:40 here.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I'm going to be 5 minutes late then.
Okay, you'll be 5 minutes late. It says 6:45. You're right.
Oh.
Thank you for correcting me.
All right.
That 5 minutes means everything.
It's the whole ballgame.
And don't forget Friday Faceoff. Check it out on our YouTube channel if you want to see my ugly face. But there's some pretty interesting things there. Or listen at 9 o'clock tomorrow or Sunday. Thanks. Let's get back to 97.1 The Ticket, where you can hear Gordon Miller's ads run constantly.
Constantly. Not as constant as it used to be, but constant. One time we were